it up. You better wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
On the Monster.
Hey, what's up, monsters? Welcome to Wrap It Up. It's me, Rhea Rams, here on Hip 26, playing you hip hop and R&B all day. Now, we are gonna be talking to an up-and-coming artist. He's here with us right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch Live at RX931. We're also on air on the Monster. So let's welcome this up-and-coming artist, none other than Bugs. What's up, Bugs? Hello.
Oh my God! Thanks for having me again here, Ria.
Yes.
Appreciate
Okay.
it.
So, if you guys didn't catch it, Bugs was actually here with us before already, but he was with two other guys, CMB. But I remember in that interview, you were also talking about how you were working on your own music independently, and I honestly didn't think that you would come up with something this soon because I knew that you guys were busy working on your tracks with your group. But now
Yeah.
you're here, you have your own song, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Super exciting stuff, right? Now, we got to know you as a part of your trio. Now, I want you to introduce yourself to all the monsters who are tuned in, who are watching us here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Tell us about yourself.
Okay. Hi guys, to everyone who's listening. My name is Bugs. It's actually spelled as Bugs, but it's pronounced as Bugs. So kind of a twist there. So yeah, basically, I make love songs that hurt, love songs that make you happy, and go to your like girlfriend and boyfriend and hug them, ganon. And yeah, basically, I make love songs. It's kind of
Okay,
cliche, but yeah, it's what I do.
right. Okay, so you did mention that you write love songs mostly, right? And Empty is a love song. Empty is the song that we will be playing later. Exciting stuff. But is Empty the first song that you ever released independently, or have you released other songs in the past?
Empty is actually the third installment of the singles that I've released. So the first two were Itmondub and Infatuation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually like a love story in all the three songs. It's like a build up
Ooh.
story. So it's like the first part is where you meet the person, where you're infatuated, where you want to tell the person that you like her. And Empty is like the fall, or like the fall of the relationship. So
Oh,
yeah, so that's where I focused on Empty, no. So Empty is like, yeah, about a breakup that's unwanted.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
So
get into further detail for Empty later on. But first, I do want to ask you about your style in music, of course. For the monsters who aren't too familiar with you yet, what would you say is your sound? What kind of music do you like to put out?
neo soul, R&B, anything that's soulful, anything that drives the the listener to sing along and just
Right.
dance and groove. Yeah, so those three: neo soul, R&B, and soul.
Okay, and when you say this is your style of music, would you say that there is an artist in particular that that influenced this style of music that you have?
A lot, a lot. No, ever since I was a child, I've been listening to like, I don't know, a couple of international artists like Chris Brown,
Okay,
Neo.
right.
Yeah, those were actually the drivers of how I wanted to create a new sound using their current sound. So I
Mhm.
get pointers from their music and just like develop something new and unique when I create.
Okay, and you said that you were listening to them since you were a child, but earlier off air you also mentioned na medyo banu ka nung una with singing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, monsters, these are his words, not mine, by the way. But so that makes me wonder, when did you start getting into music? When did you start discovering that you had a talent for singing, for playing instruments, or even for writing music?
Okay. I started actually playing instruments when I was still a child. When I was still in grade school. So I started learning how to play the guitar, and then the singing actually came on a latter part. I started singing when I was in high school. We had this group project in, I don't know if it's Filipino subject, so we had to create a song in Tagalog, and I was like, okay, I'll try this out because I wanted to I wanted to learn something new, which is to write and to sing. So I tried it out, and then I got good feedback from my classmates, and then they were like, "Ooh, I think you got, I think you should continue singing." So from there on, I was like, "Okay, sige, I'll try it out." But then it was actually put on a pause
Mhm.
until last year lang I realized na parang, hey, why don't I go back to singing and writing and just like pursue this career? And since I loved it ever since I was a child, so let's try it out. So ayun, everything else was history. I
Okay.
tried to learn and write and get better each day, and improve each day. So ayun, it has good ano naman, good output naman.
All right. I mean, you do have your third single that's out, so it looks like it's taking off for you, and congratulations on that. But
Thank you so much.
I do want to ask. I am curious. You did mention that your writing or your musical journey took a pause for a while. So what were you doing when you weren't doing music?
I was trying to find myself,
Mhm.
like any other individual in life. Like you hit like this certain phase where you ask yourself like, what do you want to do in life? Ganyan. So basically, that's what I did. I took a pause and then just like internalized everything, and I put it on a step by step process. Okay, if this thing is not what I want to do, then move on to the next and try to figure out if it's what I like then. So basically, that's what I did until I found myself back in music again. It's kind of like a lost relationship, and then I got back on that relationship.
Right.
Yeah,
That's amazing. It's great that you found yourself connected with music again, and here you are playing your songs on the radio. So that is amazing. Congratulations on that. I'm so happy for you. And something that I always ask the artists that we have on here is, if you could collaborate, with any artist ever, who do you think you would like to collaborate with?
right now, any artist, international or local,
Yeah.
oh, I'd go with local. I'd go with my friends like Fern, and I'd collaborate with them so that we grow internationally. So
Right.
yeah, yun.
That's amazing. And speaking of, you mentioned collaborating with your friends here. I do know that this song we will be playing later is actually something that you collaborated on with Fern. So why don't you tell us about that? Like your process of writing this song and collaborating and working with your friends.
It was actually, it started off last year when Fern messaged me, and then he sent me a beat. I was like, oh, Bugs, try this beat out. And then when I first heard the first note of the beat, I was like, okay, this beat kind of fits the lyrics that I have in my cell phone right now. So I just tried
Oh,
to style it a bit, and then I tried to sing to it. And then I was like, Fern, this is what I have. And then he liked it. And then sabi niya, okay, let's do this. Let's make this into a really good song. So it was super fun. It took us quite some time to finish Empty because we wanted it to be perfect. But then, we finished it like last month lang, and then we released it already. And Empty's out there for everyone to listen to. It's
all
actually
right.
our
So right
sad
now
song.
you mentioned earlier that you had the lyrics on your phone. So now that makes me wonder, when you write your songs, is your process usually taking down the lyrics, like writing down lyrics, no melody, nothing, and then you just lay it out once you have a beat? What is your process exactly when you write your music?
Great, no. It varies actually. Depends on the mood that I have when I'm in a current state of writing. But most of the time, I just write down how I feel at the moment. So, for example, I feel happy, and then under that feeling, I write other words that correlates to happiness, and then I write phrases, and then phrases into rhymes, and then sometimes I make the rhymes sing to a certain melody, and then the rest is basically that's how I do. That's how my thought process and writing process is. But
All right.
sometimes when I'm sad, it's like
Uh-huh.
on another different level. It's on another subject. When I'm sad, I just write down all the feelings that I have. Like, okay, I'm sad today because I got hurt, I got left out, my ex dumped me for some other guy, and stuff like that. So
I felt that.
yeah. So without the melody, I really
Mhm.
write every
Right.
day, try to drill every day so that I could get better and to just really get in touch with my emotions so that the listeners could also feel how I feel when I release a song. So yeah, basically that's it.
Okay, so from based on what you're saying, it seems like when you write very personally. You write from somewhere deep
Yeah,
inside of you, right? Because some artists, while most artists I know, they do write from they do write from personal experience. Other artists also write based on stories they've heard and whatnot. But it seems like it comes from such a deep place. Like I felt it when you were just talking about, like, when I got hurt, when I
yeah,
got left out, when my ex dumped me for another guy. So it seems like you come from a very personal place, which I think all the listeners are expecting as they hear your song Empty. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the story behind the song? You did say that this is the third installment out of your three singles, where it's kind of like a love story. The first one,
yeah,
called It One Dub, is when you meet the person. Is that correct?
yep, correct.
And
Yeah,
then infatuation is, when you start liking the person and everything. Now, empty is the fallout. So I am going to take a wild guess that this is based on a personal experience.
yeah, of
All right.
course.
So why don't you, of course, okay. Why don't you tell us the story behind the song?
So Empty is actually a song about toxic attachment. So in layman's term, it's like when the person that you love has already moved on, but you're
Oh,
still there stuck in the cycle of, thinking na, will she ever come back? Am
right.
I worth it? Will I let go? Like he or she let go already. Pero ayun, so basically Empty is about that. So it revolves around that topic until um the person realizes that okay, it's time for me to move on to to better pastures. So like yeah, so basically in a nutshell, Empty is about that, about not letting go, about holding on still even though it hurts until it leaves you empty.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. I felt that. And I think that this is something that a lot of people can relate to. Holding on to, I guess, uh painful hope,
Mm-hmm.
that type of thing. So that's really exciting. I can't wait to hear the song, and I can't wait for all the monsters to hear this song. Now, is there anything else? Like, is there anything that you are going to be adding into this, like, love story installment that you've been putting out? Is there anything all the listeners should expect from you in terms of your individual or independent music?
Yeah, a lot. No. Right now I'm currently working on other tracks that also relates to the first three. So
Okay.
the story doesn't end there. Just like in real life.
Oh,
When you
okay.
when you think you've moved on, when you think that you're already better, but then there's like a certain phase in that type of life scenario where it hits you back and brings you back to step one. So yeah, the story doesn't end there. So I'll be releasing some more in the next upcoming months. So I do hope that you guys also tune in because this isn't the last.
Oh yeah, we got a lot more to see from you, or a lot more to hear from you even. Now, if they want to stay updated, of course, on, the next chapter in this story, where can they find you online?
Oh, I'm usually on Instagram. So my handle is bugs_bugs_bugs. So it's spelled as bugs, but pronounced as bugs. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm more active there. Just message me, uh, share a story, and tag me. I always reply. So yeah, you can find me there also on Spotify and also streaming platforms under bugs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. So again, guys, if you want to stay updated on what's to come in this love story installment of Bugs, Bugs Tuloy, make sure to check him out on Instagram. Of course, that's at Bugs_Bugs.
Yeah.
underscore books. That's three
Yeah.
books underscores in between. And it's spelled as Bugs. Okay, guys? And of course, you can also catch him on all streaming platforms. Now, before we play your music, before we play the song Empty, why don't you give a shout out to your friends who are tuned in right now, to your friends who helped you create this track, and just to anybody, to the monsters who are locked in.
Oh, just like to to mention everyone who's in the live right now. Abe, Job, Nikolai, and the rest of Michiko. Hi guys, and thanks for the whole music team for helping me out with this one. I really thought that this wouldn't, you know, go any further, but here we are. So thank you, Team Kindred. Thank you, Fern, Vince, Novel, and the rest. No, Paolo, hi, Josh, hi, and my family. I think my family's watching too. Love you guys forever. Heart, heart.
All right. Super exciting stuff coming from Bugs. Make sure to go follow him on Instagram. That's Bugs_Bugs_Bugs. And of course, check him out on all streaming platforms. Like he said, the story doesn't end with this song. But we got to play it right now. So here we have it. On the Monster, we have Bugs with a track called Empty. Right here on Hip 26 on Manila's hottest Monster RX 93.1.